Welcome everyone to another edition of the Hurling Club of Madison indoor hurling match. This is the 7th game of the season. We are here at Michael J. Stuss Field where the players play in the beautiful Kiva Sports Center in Middleton, Wisconsin. Before we get started, let me provide you with the standings so far this season. Atop the leaderboard is still Team Gray despite 2 recent losses at 3-2. Blue right behind them, 2-1. Green 1-2. Red 0-1. Playing for Team Red today will be Paul Anderson, Ben Bars, Joel Bodilly, Matt Daly, Derek Hayes, Connor Jones, John Kenny, Jake Martell, Mike Naprala, and Mike Stapleton. I'm Bill Jones, and alongside me is Heath Moore, who will give you the blue lineup.
All right, playing for blue this morning is Dr. Stephen Cobb, David Dodge, Pete Drury, Ross Dunford. Subbing for Max the Jackal is Travis Schaefer, Gareth Coltenberg, Paul Derry Master Kelly. Colin O'Reilly is being subbed by or replaced by Shane Doyle, Logan Spillner, and last but certainly not least, Brady Terry.
Refereeing the game will be Chris Lane. At the scoreboard, Will Jackson. And that is all you need to know about what's going to be going on today as far as personnel. Heath, how do you see the matchup today?
Just on paper, it looks like the linchpin of this whole game is going to be Ross Dunford. I don't think that's anyone's surprise. If the red team can shut him down, that's really going to take some wind out of the sails. Now, the red, I believe, subbed in Derek. Or is Derek already on the red team? Derek Hayes is always, 1%er for sure. So he might surprise. Sometimes he plays in the back, sometimes he plays in the forwards. But he will be certainly the counterweight to Ross's scoring ability.
Right, Derek, the mystery man. Also what we've got here is huge momentum coming in with blue and a complete unknown with red. Red's only played 1 game. They lost early on to Gray, first game of the season. Now we're here in the 7 weeks later, and we're going to find out exactly what they're made of. Interesting enough, despite Gray being atop the leaderboard, they need help. Every other team controls their own destiny because they have so many more games to play. But Gray has practically played their entire season. So here, Heath, you and I, we're fellow Gray Pride members. We're going to be cheering on, looks like Red here to help us out.
Yeah, if I could work it out where they both lost, that would actually help Gray immensely, and what I would prefer.
That would be great.
I think that's a heavy lift, though, for Gray to make that happen.
Right. Well, it looks like we're going to start off with John Kenny and Ross Dunford. They're going to go at it. Both of them fighting to see who gets the first touch. Looks like we got Connor Jones running out on the field with no helmet. I'd say he's pretty excited to be playing today.
That's a young kid right off the farm here from Wisconsin. Still has hay in his hair.
Yeah, that's right. And here we go. It's Kenny. I know it's Dunford's got the ball. He's headed down the middle. John Kenny holding him back. Runs towards the wall, heads it, tries to cross over, and heads it in for a point.
Yeah, pretty characteristic score there. Just about every time he gets a slitter, he creates something with it.
Well, we got no surprise. Ben Bars back in goal for Red. Nice puck out down the line there. That's Paul Kelly. Kelly over to Cobb in the middle, playing with it a little dicey. That's a sloppy goal, but Nappy will take it.
Yeah, and pretty ill-advised hand pass there into traffic. That was probably some poor decision making there by Derry Master.
Cobb, who was man of the match last week, sends it down to Dodge. Dodge grabs for it, but it's flicked away by Daly. Daly has come to drink his coffee this morning. He's pushing up against the wall. That's Dodge now. Sends it down the line. That's Derek Hayes, who pushes back, runs back, finds some space in the middle, sends it down towards the goalie, who sends it back over to the wall. That's Derry Master Kelly and Connor Jones going at it in the corner. Ooh, he's pushed off by, that was Dunford, a call. Looks like maybe steps.
Looks like steps there, just as Derry's Master ran through the pack. Just took a few more steps than is allowed.
Look at Daly. He's saying, hey, do I have enough space here? Is he giving me my 10 meters? He wants the rules right off the bat. He's going to take that shot. He's going for goal as is usual for indoor. That's Derry Master collects the ricochet, sends it way back into the corner. That's Brady Terry with plenty of time. Terry looks, sends it down to This here's Shane Doyle, the new player for the Hailstones. Looks like Daly to Dairymaster, Dairymaster over to Dunford. It's knocked down. Daly trying to lift it off the ground, a ground hurl. It's Nappy who artfully picks it up, sends it down, but is blocked down. There's a lot of blockdowns going on here. Then it's Doyle still trying to get his turf legs. He swings and misses. Now he's back in the corner. That's Connor trying to just disrupt. Sends it over to the goal mouth. There's a scrum. Who's going to get it? Nobody knows, and it is kicked into the goal by Dave Dodge.
Yeah, it looks like an accidental goal. It looks like it just kind of the ball just kind of squirted out there. Luckily, it was for Blue.
That's a puck out over to Nappy, who's pushed into the board a bit. He's going to try and scoop, but can't get after it. He's kicking, and it looks like he's going to be using his feet down there any way possible. That's John Kenny getting in there. Boy, Red is really attacking. That's Matt Daly trying to get a hold of it. And he's knocked down by Dunford.
Dunford just nudged him in the back there. Just an unlucky foul, but that can't push a man in the back.
There's a nice shot by Daly. He gets a goal for free. Ball scoots down to Dodge, who runs down there. Connor just holding him back, but there's not much he can do. He's a heck of a goal scorer, that Dodge.
Accumulates a lot of points there, especially from that angle. It's a pretty incredible shot, especially under pressure.
The ball is out to Ross Dunford, who picks and takes a strong strike, but it seems to have gone wide. No, he gives him a
That's
point.
an over. Yeah, great pickup by Ross, just off the one bounce. Great awareness of how the slitter's going to bounce off the turf there.
Yep, we have 6-8 the score. Nappy trying to collect. That's Dairymaster and Nappy and Kelly getting the better of it. It looks like now Blue is really converging. That's Dodge who wants the ball. He wants a shot of that. Derek Hayes hanging over. Now that's back over to Naparella, who's trying to just kick it, and he does to Kenny. Kenny, a hand pass to streaking Connor Jones, who heads off. Looks like he's got space. He wants a weak side shot, just wide. Ball ricochets over to an attacking Logan Spillner, who puts it down on the turf. That's Daly and Dairymaster fighting for it in that dangerous corner. Somebody's going to come out with it. No, they're not. It looks like instead it's still being battered around. Daly fighting. Now that's Logan trying to collect it, but cannot. And that may actually be Paul Anderson. My bad. That's Dave Dodge who collects it, takes the shot. It's Ben Bars with the block ball. The ball is ricocheted off, but harmlessly knocked out to the side. Ben Bars looking for an open man. Oh boy, sends it very dangerously back into the box, but is able to ground hurl it over to Connor Jones, who scoops, makes one move, looks for another weak side shot off into a space. That's Johnny Kenny, who's not going to slow down. He gets right after it, gets just past Dunford. A shot and a goal by Johnny. Great pass over there by Connor, and John Kenny chasing it down for a sweet goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That goal was created by Connor there from the back corner, from cornerback rather.
Okay, the ball back in play now. That's Daly really putting the pressure on. Another lot of weak side players here. It's sorry, I should say left-sided. I don't know where their weak side is. It's a great shot. Okay, that's Cobb headed over to Doyle. Doyle trying to lift it. That's Dairymaster trying to get it as well, and nobody's going to come up with it just now. That's Shane Doyle. Shane Doyle hurt shoulder. Looks like we got a serious injury here. This does not look good for the new player. Looks like he's got a bad shoulder injury here.
Yeah, I don't know if he fell. It kind of looks like it's dislocated. Yeah, we've got a dislocated shoulder, it appears.
Man.
That's unfortunate.
That is not good. Keep it just like that.
Yep, that's a dislocated shoulder. I don't know if he got struck by the hurl or he fell awkwardly.
You really hate to see that.
Well, this looks like a partial
separated shoulder. Connor Jones telling us it looks like they're lifting it up. This must be a
partial dislocated. Have you ever dislocated your shoulder before, Bill?
I have not. I've been pretty lucky as it relates to keeping all the joints all pointed in the right direction.
Yeah. I've not done a shoulder, but I'm told that it is rather painful.
Oh man!
As you can tell by the grunts and screams, it's something you don't want to have done. I've dislocated numerous fingers. I only have 10.
Oh.
But I've dislocated a couple of them.
Oh, is that right?
I'll tell you, if a shoulder is if your finger's any indication what a shoulder feels like,
yeah,
you don't want it.
How about the toes? You kept all those in one
Yeah, I
spot?
got all my toes. Some of
Alright.
them look better than others.
Yep.
I think the foot hand model thing, I think that ship has sailed. Um, yeah, after so
Alright.
many years of hurling,
Alright.
you know.
Well, it looks like they're finding his way off there. That's a serious blow to Blue, who's going to have to proceed without the replacement they've got there for their number 3 player. That's just a pity. We got a game 9-8. The 8th point I'm going to have to chase down. I don't know who do you think has the other point for Blue? I have 2 goals by Dave Dodge, one point by Ross Dunford.
Yeah, I do not know.
We'll track it down. A question mark goal. We'll look at the. All right, the game is back on. Here's Daly, who's soloing. Ball trickles off the wall. He then hands passes to Connor, who's got a shot at it. He's trying to run to space. He'll take a wild shot and a goal by Connor Jones.
Nice shot and some poor defensive play there by Dodge. Dodge was right in the right position to get a hook in and didn't for some reason. Then got Connor was able to get the shot off.
Now we're back to Hayes with the ball. Harmlessly tries to help, but Garrett can't get a hold of him. That's Dodge. Another smack on the ground. That's Daly, who stops to roll, lift it, and it would have been a great run, but just that's tough to grab. Here's Dunford trying to find a way to do this now without a key player. It's blocked off to the side. Now we got Dave Dodge wide open. Can't leave him wide open like that, and he picks up a goal.
Too accurate, even from a hard spot there in the corner. He's going to find the back of the net every time.
Ben Bars pucks it out into the net. Boy, those hurt. I know that. Looks like we'll have a sideline cut taken by, who do we got here? Dairymaster coming around, opens the door to come get a slitter. He's going to take the sideline. No, maybe Ross now is set up. Looks like Johnny Kenny keeping his eye on him. This is going to be an illegal sideline if they just hit it to each other. Okay. Ball back to Cobb. Cobb sends it to the side off to Ben Bars, who's now knocked into the wall by Gareth. Gareth gets it to his hand, a nice lift, but then can't hand pass it. That's Daly blocking away. This is Connor Jones now getting near the boards, scoops it up and takes off. Goodbye. Now he's got a wide open in center pass. Another nice hand pass up to a forward. They're looking for goals. I note the Johnny Kenny Connor connection worked. I think Daly hit it over to hand pass to Connor. So we got now Daly into the corner. That was Paul Anderson with the goal. Well, now we know who that is.
Well, that's Paul Anderson.
A long puck out into Daly, who drops it. Oh, great.
Another
strike by Ross Dunford.
That's a good, if kids watching at home, front and center in the contest is where you want to be, and that's exactly where Ross was to take advantage of that deflected slitter.
And it looks like a nice puck out into the corner, but can't find the wall. That puck out brought to you by Derek Hayes. I see off to the side, it looks like Shane Doyle won't be returning. He is gingerly headed towards the front door. Good luck to you, Shane. We'll see you later, man.
Ice and tape and maybe some prescription medications to take care of that. He'll be right as rain.
There you go. It was a very strange fall. I tell you, it didn't look that hard. We'll have a chance to see it again on video. I doubt he wants to relive it, but
you never know. He may have had a serious history of dislocations,
there you go.
And then it's just easier to do the next one.
Connor containing Paul Kelly, who makes a nice spin move. He dropped his stick. That's illegal to drop your stick, but nobody calls it. A nice ball over to Ross Dunford. Dunford knocks it down, takes a hard shot, and who absorbed that? Was that John Kenny?
It looks like
he
John
will not
Kenny
be held back. He is a madman. He's back on it again. A wide ball. Ben Bars flicks it to the side. He runs over the side. Oh, that's hard hit into the side. We got to protect our players there. Hopefully. Chris Lane just missed that and isn't going to let that go all day. That's Derek Hayes with a great block down. He sends it down the back to the side. That's Dave Dodge on his knees. Sends it into the corner.
Yeah, Derek made a nice save there, able to clear it back out, but it came right back in. Not sure where the defensive player was there.
Derek Hayes sends it into the corner. I believe that's Jobo making his debut this game. Stephen Cobb picks up. Jobo's not letting him go by easy, though, and forces it to the side. Good job, Jobo.
And Dr. Cobb's shouting out some instructions there. He needs to get his backs organized for the free in.
I know, a big fan of the game. Mike Stapleton's not here. Mike, next time hopefully we see you bright and early. Red's missing you here. John Kenny knocks it down, sends it up, but it's knocked down. But he retains control. He's over by that dangerous 13-meter line. He passes back to Connor Jones, who sends it wide. Stephen Cobb, quick puck out over to Dodge. That's the strategy. Into the corner, dangerous. Looks like he is being stood up. Hard to see there in that corner. Can you see Heath? Who's
Yep,
over
I
there?
can see the defenseman there just bottling
Jake
it up a
Martell.
bit and able to just drive it forward.
That's our boy Jake Martell back in for his first game. He missed the first week. And he's getting the butterflies out, I would imagine. That Paul Anderson fighting up and down any side of the field he wants. That's Derek Hayes, sends it over to goes for it wide. That's Pete Drury who picks and sends it right back over. We got a back and forth game here. Dave Dodge grabs a hand pass. Oh, blocked down by Matt Daly.
Yeah, Daly just taking enough out of that slitter just to keep it alive for Blue.
Now ball scoots down the corner. That's Jones and Bodilly heading after it now on the late bus because comes John Kenny. It's blocked down by Connor. He got on top of it. John Kenny now looking for it. He's pushed in the back and we hear the whistle.
Yep, unlucky there. I don't think Ross meant to take him out, or maybe he did. Either way, it's a free in.
Got a tight matchup here. Two teams really measuring each other. Matt Daly here looking for a free. He's a wonderful free taker. We'll see if he goes for goal or just takes his point. He looks for goal, but it sails just high, and he takes a point.
Yeah, I think that was headed into the net, but it was deflected, I believe, by the goalie, Dr. Stephen Cobb.
Certainly a shot in anger. He wanted points there. Here comes Matt Daly. He surveys the field, sends a nice pass over to Nappy. He's got some quick feet looking, and he sends it. He'll take his point.
Nice fadeaway strike there from about the middle of the ground from Naparella.
Ball trickles out to Logan, who sends it over the goalie. Will await his puck out. He's surveying the land, sends it straight over to Jake, who gets his touch in, and he sends it down to Dodge. Dodge sends it back down the line. This right here, who is that?
That is Jake. Or that was Travis that had
Travis
goal.
Schaefer subbing in for the Jackal. Now here we go. Ross Dunford with a hard shot, and John Kenny puts his back to it, blocks it down.
Great stuff from Kenny there, not letting Ross get around him, just staying front and center, making Ross work for that.
Little sideline cut. John Kenny always presenting his front for these kind of shots, and sure enough, taking one for the game.
Nice face strike from John Kenny.
Drury playing ground hurling, and this is Dunford looking for it. Here comes the hook. He gets scurries away from him and takes a shot from long range, drops it right in the net.
Yeah, super aware Ross Dunford. Just knew that hook was coming in and changed course, took off, ran and gave himself some space.
Got to hand it there to Nappy getting that first hook in, or attempted hook in, but boy, you're right. Ross just knowing what he's doing. Now the ball over to a scrum of people. Looks like Logan pushing up on the back a little bit on Daly. Daly trying to stand his ground. The ball still stuck in a bog there, but Nappy comes out with it. Sends it over to his left. He makes a nice run, puts it off the board. It's still alive. Here's John Kenny trying to... Oh, looks like he may have deflected that Dunford. Look at this. They're now giving Dodge no ground. Is Paul Anderson holding him up, staying along the boards. This is going to be a tough angle, and it's knocked down. But Dodge will not give up with it. He gets it to his hand again. That is not a bad call there. Looks like a little bit of a strong arm robbery there attempted.
Yeah, looks like somebody was holding on to somebody they shouldn't. It's going to be a free in.
Well, I'm going to give you one guess who's going to take this one. Ross Dunford set it up. These are not fun. Let's see who enjoys the... oh, great shot. Nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, luckily for Red, that didn't land on smack into anybody's thighs.
That's right.
That soft tissue contusion also hurts.
I'm still carrying that around. Took one on the right above the knee one game. All right, that's a ball over to Nappy. A great puck out. Not an easy shot, not an easy find there, but he turns. What a beautiful fadeaway. But Stephen Cobb reaches up, knocks it down with his hand. He finds somebody over on the sideline there, and that trickles all the way down to Schaefer. Schaefer looks to his classic hand pass back to always unselfish to Dodge. Dodge looking to find a way past Paul Anderson, who says, "You shall not pass." And now we got Jake Martell. Oh, Travis Schaefer picks it up, sends it in.
Yeah, Redback's cut ball watching there. You really got a guy standing right at the goal mouth, ready to get some crumbs. You need to mark up on that man.
Dunford into the corner. That's Connor Jones now, really causing some trouble for Blue. But Dairymaster drops his stick again, and he's not called for it. Runs away, and there's Ross Dunford, who sends it to Dodge. Wants to go. It doesn't go straight to the hand, but tries to flick it up and hit it. But he heads off to the boards on wide now. Jake Martell falling back into goal as Derek Hayes passes back to him. Little hand pass game here. Derek Hayes wide open down the line. Now sends it up, but it's blocked down by Ross. But Johnny Kenny's there to scoop it up. He finds it. He uses his 4 steps and tries to reset. There's a rough play by the boards again. I'm a little concerned somebody could be in danger. We got to keep the rough play away from the boards. That's Derek Hayes collected the hand. He runs the ball into the center. Wide open shot, plenty of time, but sends it down the middle. Hopes for a ricochet. That's Cobb who collects it. Sends it back down the middle of the field, and that's Dave Dodge wide open, but stood up by Paul Anderson. He's just going to try and...
Point. Yeah, 1 point.
Nice puck out over to Johnny, who runs up and collects it. He tries for the pass to Nappy, who collects it over by the boards. He's got in his hand now. He's headed using his legs to try and create space. Can't find his way past Dunford, but he gets a shot off anyway. That's an aggressive attack by Nappy, but it's blocked down. Dunford turns, tries to score, but instead sends it off the back wall. Then Jake Martell with a great pass to Johnny Kenny. Will he make something of it? He sends it over to Paul Anderson. This could be a big opportunity. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Nappy. He's wrapped up and he gets his free.
So the call's Dairy Masters hanging on to Naparella. It's pretty much obvious
Brady,
to everyone
actually.
except
Brady. I misspoke. It might have been Brady. Could have been any of those 3 blue guys for sure. All right, Nappy's going to take it. Here's his first free. Sends it at the feet of the blue players who are standing in front of the goal. He collects it, sends it back here. This is Connor streaking across the field. He's going to run out of real estate. Puts it down, and a nice save by Cobb. Cobb then sends it high and to Travis, who then collects it. But Ben Bars with an aggressive defensive move picks it up. Connor Jones really using his legs for space. He's going to be running all day. Nice little pass that could.
Yep, weak side strike from John Kenny there. Just nudges itself over the bar.
Looks like a point. That's Chris Lang awards the point. This is Cobb sending it on the ground down to Matt Daly. Dodge misses that puck out. A little miscommunication there. Daly easy. Carrying his captain's patch all the way down the field is Matt Daly with a goal, and he'll take it.
So initially a great save by Dr. Cobb. Just had a little bit of backspin on the slitters. It hit the turf and rolled in.
Now the action on the other side of the field. We've got Travis. There's the call we've been looking for. You got to be safe around those boards. Ben Barrs pushing Travis up against the boards, and we'll have a free.
Yeah, Ben Barrs pushing Travis against the boards, pushing the envelope, pushing the rules of the rule book. Would you say?
I would say he's the guy you got to watch out. Always trying to get away with stuff.
Ross
Dunford takes his point. Wide. Oh, they're playing it. No point. That's Brady Bars. Terry picking it up, and that's Johnny Kenny streaking. That's plenty of steps he's being given. He's going, and then a drop and a bobble sent over to Cobb, who makes the old Cobb shuffle. Sends it over to Daly, looking for a strike, and it's blocked down into the corner. That's Naprala with a push, but the ball squirts out over to the corner. Now your broadcasters can't really see too well who's over here, but it looks like it's kind of a board meeting going on down in the corner. And who comes out of it? Ross Dunford. Ross Dunford, the solo master, but he is covered by Johnny Kenny.
Point.
That's a beautiful score there from the middle of the ground. Ross Dunford under tremendous pressure from John Kenny.
And we've got Brady Terry picking up and sending it back over the bar.
Terry with another weak side strike. Left, right, kind of, there is no weak side for both of these teams.
I'd say 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go. It's still anybody's ball game, that's for sure. 29-21. Blue is actually leading 29-21. Well, the scoreboard may be a bit off. We'll have to check that. Ross Dunford with a big strike. Sends it into the goal. Is that a goal there?
Yeah, that is a goal. Looks like it went through. It looked like it might have been deflected partially.
Looks like Connor Jones gets up, knocks it down. That's Johnny Kenny with the ball, pushing the back, and he'll get a free. We may have had a errant goal put on Blue, so we're going to have to check that score. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left, 21-32. There's Daly with the free. It's blocked down by Stephen Cobb and Brady both, I think, shared in that save. That's Bars. Flicks it over to the sideline, stays on it, sends it across the field to Daly with a great shot, but Dunford controls it easily. Strikes it goal side, towards the goal off the backboard. Here comes Jake Martell. No, that's Jobo. Jobo over to Johnny Kenny. Johnny grabs it a high football, as they call it. Connor tries to go up for it. Can't get it. Ball lands on the ground. It is anybody's guess who's coming out with this one. It looks like Johnny Kenny fighting for it. And Brady Terry on top of him. Connor Jones on the floor. Now John Kenny on the floor. We got a call. We're just going to probably have a throw.
Anytime you have players tripping over each other, especially when they're on the same team, probably wise for the referee to say,
Matt Daly
too
with
crowded.
a free. Its ball is ricocheted off by Ross Dunford, who picks it up, sends the ball into Jobo, who does a nice job flicking it away to Jake Martell, who also ground hurls it. Now Connor Jones using his legs, trying to get away with it, and he uses a soft pass down to Johnny, who wants to really send it in, and he gets a goal.
That's a rare miscalculation by Dr. Cobb. Just struck the turf right in front of him, right at his feet there. Those are hard to judge.
Stephen Cobb with the puck out. He sends it over to Dunford, who collects and tries to send it.
Calm as you
awarded
like.
a point?
Yep, went over. Calm as you like. Cannot give Ross too much space.
If you're watching at home, that little flick by Stephen Cobb, strictly following the rules on a puck out. You throw it up, it falls to the ground. You can lift it and hit it. You just can't lift it back to your hand. Good job by Steve Cobb to be aware of those rules. Look at Daly. Really hit it north and south, puts it over for a point. Ball flicked into Gareth, who is covered by Jake Martell, really tight. Tries to hold him back with a stick, unable, but Dodge does at least for it. Oh, Pete Drury wants a goal. He sends it off to the corner. That's Jobo and Gareth going at it, and Jake Martell rushes over to help. We got a 2-on-1 action here. Looks like there's very little Gareth can do. It's really stuck in. Somebody's got to pull on it. Derek. Oh, Pete with the chance. Is that Pete?
Yep, that's Pete. That was Pete Drury.
He's on the scoreboard.
Derek had come out of goals to sort that out in the corner and left it open and scored it out. Drury was there unmarked. Again, got to mark up in the floor. Got to mark up in the backs. Always, always, always.
Jake Martell able to flick it out of a crowd. Sends it over to Daly, who flicks it over to Kenny. Kenny scoops to his hands, sends it over to Paul Anderson. Can't find him. Ball in the corner. Here comes Cobb with a lift and a turn, but bobbles it just enough for Paul Anderson to take his shot. Now it's Matt Daly running into the corner. He's got a shot. He tries to open some space up by running towards it as if it's effortless. Puts it right in the back of the net.
Yeah, Daly dangerous in those situations. He's good on left and right. I don't think he has a weak side. Any space he gets, he's going to exploit it.
Ball sent over to Gareth Kaltenberg. Dave Dodge there to pick it up, though. He's got an open shot. He knows how to find the back of the net and does.
That's typical Dodge. Just kind of makes something out of nothing there and gets 3 points.
28-39. That score will be checked over halftime. Now here comes Matt Daly with a great pass over to Paul Anderson. Can he finish? No, it's a great save by Cobb. But then the ball rolls over to the corner. Looks like it's Dunford who wants a point. Awarded a point. Dunford awarded a point. Looked like he hit the strip, and that is all it takes to get a point at indoor over here at Michael J. Stotts Field, where the players play, and that's a point for Daly, who responds. Point, right?
Yep, that was a point. Over from Matt Daly.
40-29, 11-point lead, although maybe a bit more narrow than that. Ball over to Derek Hayes, who sends it, who uses his legs wisely, runs to his own 13. A great pass over to Kenny, who changes his mind and sends the ball just wide off the boards. Continues to play. Here's Cobb off his line, headed in, and this is Matt Daly. It could be trouble, but he's not going to let him just send it back. The ball is passed over, attempt to dodge. Instead, Jake Martell sends it down the line. That's Matt Daly, and Dunford heading after it. Dunford scoops, nice roll lift, sends the ball into Johnny Kenny, who really wants it, sends it back. There's no chance here, but then there's Daly, who follows and picks up the loose ball.
Incredible first save by Dr. Cobb there off his foot, looked like, and Daly followed up his own shot to drive it in.
It looks like Dave Dodge with a clear run. A great save by Derek Hayes, he came out his line, cut off that angle, went right off his hit. That ball ricochets off. About 36 seconds left. There's a frantic pace. People want to get some of those points. Here comes Dave Dodge running, shoots, and it is flicked off by Derek Hayes. Comes after it, and now he's got the ball, sends it over to Matt Daly. Matt Daly collects it in his hand. A nice move there. He's trying to get away from Ross Dunford. Does a ball to John Kenny. There's a Logan Spillner standing his ground. Now Ross Dunford wants to get in on the action. We got the Johnny genuflect going on here. There's the ball just squirts out. Somebody gives it a kick. Matt Daly, 0.5 seconds, and it's blocked down. And that's
nice
the
block
half.
down by Pete Drury there, just keeping Daly under pressure. It's really all you can do in the back is just keep the pressure up.
So on my score sheet here, I have 9-6, which would give 33 points for red. And then I have 11-6, which would give them 39. So I believe 1 point may need to be. We'll have to check the scoreboard on that if it is a 1 point game, but otherwise we'll just leave it as is because there is. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, 11-7.
You've mentioned it a handful of times. The score might be off a bit, but I think we can confer.
I believe it's 40-33 instead of 40-32, but we will confer.
There'll be some conferences. There'll be some. What's the plural of confers? Conferses?
Conference I.
Conference I.
Conference I. Yes.
Well done, attorney.
I'm
talking to the guy.
I believe it's actually 33 for red. Otherwise, it's right. Yep, 33-40. Thanks, Elise.
So you want to sort that out.
Elise Tollard coming, working the scoreboard. Will Jackson, good job. Yeah, you got it otherwise. Oh, boy. Will Jackson. I think you're keeping up pretty well. It looks good. 33-40, yeah. Good work. All right, Will, you want to join us in our Pabst Blue Ribbon trivia question? All right, the answer's here, so you can't look over my shoulder. Heath, you also can play along if you want. Pabst Blue Ribbon trivia question: what hailstone has won the most indoor season championships? No, what hailstone, what person has won the most indoor season? Maybe we'll come back to that in 3 minutes. Yeah. Will, if you want to write that on the back of here, I'll let the world know if you got it right or not. You're the only live, you and Heath will be the only live participants in this trivia question.
The list is long but distinguished.
What hailstone has the most indoor championships? We are in our 7th season this year. First one, Heath, as you recall, was over at Hitters.
It was at Hitters. Back in ye olden times, we rode our horses to the match.
That's right. Horse and buggy.
Yeah, I got knocked out at the last game of that season. Thanks to Luke Zai. Took my feet out from under and hit the back of my head.
Great memories or lack of memories? I don't know.
I remember
the only thing.
I knew it was serious because of the nausea. And then I had a few beers to sort it out.
Yep.
Don't do that at home, kids. The doctors won't say it.
You are not supposed to do that. Look at our man Chris Lane. Not a bad battle to fight. Looks like everybody's keeping their rules in check or their behavior in check. What do you think?
Pretty good. Yeah, overall. What do you guys think?
I think the calls are pretty good. Started out with a kind of a quiet whistle, but otherwise I think you've hit everything after the first few minutes. What do you think?
Johnny hovering over the ball there?
Let him play.
What do you think about Johnny hovering over the ball?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call. I've always
that should be a throw-in?
Technically, you can't lay on the ball. And
he had one knee. He was on one knee.
The Johnny genuflect.
Yeah.
Classic
Johnny.
I think legally you can strike a guy in the head with the hurl.
Yeah,
the thing is, if a guy does that too many times.
He's relying on the goodwill and good sportsmanship of everybody around.
Yeah.
That's
Johnny's always protecting his balls.
That's right.
Well,
except for that one time.
Again, you should always protect the ball.
And there was that one time.
What's that?
That one time Johnny got hit.
Yep. He got hit again. He still doesn't know. Right move. Yeah. We may cut back to that video right now. I'm not sure.
That would actually be really funny. I remember that he got hit. He yelled out, and then he started sprinting.
Okay.
Apparently, he heard or read that running will help increased
the-
blood flow to the area, and so he just takes off running, and people were like,
Everybody,
"What are you doing?
everybody stood quietly wondering, I don't know what to do.
You should be lying down and
Yep.
crying
Yep.
in
I
fetal
may
position."
pull that footage and put it over our
Yeah,
audio here. You
that
know,
actually
that
would
might
be really
work.
funny. That was a
Recap.
moment, a memorable moment
Yep.
in the Hailstones Indoor League
Yep.
history.
Well, Blue really added again quite a dominant performance or strong performance despite losing Shane Doyle early in the game. Really hard to understand how they are finding points without Shane in. Well, I can answer that. It's the Dave Dodge show and Ross Dunford really locking things down again.
Yep.
5 goals and 1 point for Dave. 4 goals and 4 points for Ross. There's one question mark I have. I'm not quite sure where that goal is, or that point comes from. Oh, a strong shoulder.
Super strong hip and shoulder
Ben
from
could
Ross
Ben
Dunford.
could not keep his feet, and Ross Dunford with a goal.
Ben Barr's the bigger man in that contest, and he put him right on the turf.
You know, I don't know. Blue has a slimming effect. There may be some extra pounders that we can't see in Ross Dunford. There's a nice little point from Brady.
Brady Terry.
Ball flies down here to Nappy, who is back in the game. A nice little pass to Daly, who collects and puts it in the back of the net. Ball attempted to get over to Dodge, unfortunately.
Yep, Dodge just couldn't control it as it bounced over.
So it looks like Nappy really giving the old Heine over to Dairy Master. He comes out with it, though. A nice little ground pass to Connor Jones, who's wide open. Ross Dunford closes the gap, and oh yeah, that's an easy hook. He's really wrapping up Connor now, but Connor wants to a throw.
Yep. Throw, yeah.
Oh.
Yep. You even though Connor tried to do just a legal hand pass, just with an awkward hand position, you got to make it look like a legal hand pass.
Quick free, but Ben Bars is right on Dave Dodge. He's not going to let him pass. This isn't going to be easy. Connor all the way back to just try and help. The ball bouncing. This is the dangerous moment with the.
Looks like the ball there bounced out, hit the net, so that's considered out. But it appears that there's a free.
And it also looks like.
Oh no, he's going to call 65 here.
So was a point? No, 65. All right, off the stick of Derek Hayes. Dunford, he can score from here. This ball travels at great speed. He takes his point. A lot of points from free, if I remember right. And that was a problem Gray ran into the first game against Blue. Just too many frees, and they can really pull away that way because Ross Dunford's a heck of a free taker. Anyway, so ball up to Brady Terry, who gets it up in the air, but just looks for space, sends it down to the corner. That's Derek Hayes coming off his line. Ben Bars falls back to cover. Derek finds a wide open Connor Jones. Can't collect it into his hand, but does get it on the second try. Here he is midfield trying a soft pass over to Daly. Daly lifts and leaves the crowd, finds the center. Another soft pass over to Connor. They're really working towards a goal here, trying to find their way in. Dairy Master holds up Connor, but Connor tries to send it into the goal box. Cobb wisely just sends it up to Dodge. Blocked down by Ben Bars. Derek can't get after it. That's Dodgy with the goal. Dairy Master collecting, runs across his own goal box, sends it over. Connor Jones knocks it out of there. Daly just trying to get anything into the goal box. A soft shot lands at the feet of Cobb. Now we've got it on the other end of the field. This looks like Ben Bars, the last line of defense, sends a hand pass over to Derek, who tries to flick it to Connor down the line. Connor up on Ross Dunford. That's John Kenny bravely jumping in front of the ball and forces it low to Ben Bars, who's working the goal box now. Looks like Derek Hayes on the 13. He's trying to get it down to Connor, but it's blocked down by Schaefer, who gets it to Dodge, who sends it back to Schaefer, who plays it off the ground and into the goal.
A little bit of organization probably do Reds good in the backs there. Derek came off his line, Ben moved back to goal, and in the mix, Travis Schaefer was left unchecked and was able to easily squeak that by the goal and into the net.
Here's Derek Hayes sending it all the way back to the goalie. A wiser move would have been just to leave it there, but Cobb likes to catch it. Deflected off Derek Hayes', that's Dunford, gets a point with a ricochet that goes off Derek Hayes' stick. No, I'm sorry, 65. We're going to have to...
65. Looks like that ricocheted off the goalie's
it was great
hurl.
Save.
Yep,
Great save.
and went wide.
You know, I tell you, With a 15-point lead, Dunford makes it 16. I probably could have just left that point on my score sheet because I'm just putting it right back. Here's Ben Bars with a flick up to Dairy Master playing defense who cannot get it. Daly tries to get in on it, but Dairy Master has too much steam. Now Dunford, is he looking for another goal? Oh man, nope. Ben with a collection on his feet, but Travis with a nice follow and puts it over for a point.
Yeah, Red here just seemed to have fallen off just a touch, and that's it allowed Blue to stretch the score a bit.
You know, you hate to use a timeout because you want to use it later in the game for rest. This could be huge if Connor could put it in, but instead, great defense by Travis Schaefer. And was that Nappy who put it in the back of the net?
It looks like Nappy was able to get some crumbs there and make it 3 points.
Well, hey, as long as that trip generated some kind of points, you know, Red's got to be happy. That's Connor who runs it all the way down. Can't get it to his hand. Trouble down in the corner. Not a good time to have it. Dave Dodge using every ounce of his strength to try and get by. That's a foul perhaps by Connor. Reaching for it. Instead, he says Dodge is the one. Oh, it's a throw-in. I guess multiple fouls going on there. Derek runs up and takes that throw-in. Johnny Kenny using his feet. We got a trip here.
Yep, not intentional there. They just passed each other as Kenny was cutting and lost his feet there as he collided with Ross Dunford. Unlucky, but that's dims the brakes.
Daly looking, he maybe just thinking, take my point. No, he's thinking all goal instead. Puts it on the ground, easily blocked down. That's Nappy fighting hard for it. That's Daly who sends it back out of the air. Nappy with the quick feet and the soft touch collects a point.
Quick feet and a soft touch. That's Naparella. That is
right.
Naparella in a nutshell.
As Connor Jones getting up on it. Dave Dodge collects it though and just sends it to the goal, to the uprights and takes his point. Ben letting Derek know he's got to be over the line. Instead, he trips over it, throws everybody off, and that's Johnny with a point.
That's a point. Oh, looks like the call is wide.
Nope. Send it back there. They're giving him that point.
If you notice, Blue are flooding their back line a bit. They're putting everybody in the back line, leaving Dodge in the middle. Just kind of tying that up, creating a lot of traffic there, making it really hard for Red to score.
Looks like Blue protested the giving of the point, but it is awarded. Now raised by Dunford, who sends it over to Dodge, but instead it's intercepted by Hayes.
Great vision, Hayes.
Here comes Daly. Daly sends it down to Nappy. John Kenny streaking down the middle, but Brady covering him. The pass isn't there anymore. Oh, we got some hand holding going on there, Heath.
Yeah. So a little bit of love, maybe no love lost between those two players. They're holding hands. He's great on a Friday night after you've had a couple, but
it's 6 a.m.
Not so much. It is
it's 6 a.m. on a Saturday. Totally different story.
Yeah, totally different story.
Oh, great save by
Cobb.
And who follows up with Matt Daly? What a great play. Solos right out of the air.
Blue defenseman looking at the wonder of that save and forgot ball still in play, fellas. You got to mark up.
You know, it's always dangerous to be a deer in headlights because that car is coming towards you. Nice save by Ben Barris. Has the ball back in play down on this end of the field, or now it's more towards the center of the field. A hand pass deep to Terry. He's got plenty of time to collect it. He puts it on goal, but Ben with another nice save. Quick hand pass over to Hayes. Hayes collects it and tries to send it down the boards and does into the corner. This is a tough play for Cobb, who's being pressured by Nappy. He does the shake, sends it off. There's a wide open goal here if he's got it.
Oh, he picked his pocket. Dairy Master just struck it.
How did he come up with that in his hands? He collects it, runs down the field. Another ball shot towards the goal. Jake hand passes to his opponent.
That's a bold strategy by Jake, hand passing his own opponent unmarked in front of the goal.
Trying to just throw him off.
Would have given me pause.
Sideline cut to Dodge. Dodge collects it up into his hand. He's got a run towards it. There's not much he can do once he gets inside the goal box. Hope for the best.
Blue surging here. A timeout for Red would be a wise choice here, just to get organized.
Well, that's a little piggyback ride. Instead,
Kenny
says,
takes
him off.
Yeah, feel free to ride. I'm just going to get my 3 points here. Drury
He's
with a nice
got a goal
move.
to point this have. Oh, really uppercut by Derek Hayes is called. Not playing the ball, instead playing the man. That's not a good thing. 15 minutes to go. Maybe we should get to our Pabst Blue Ribbon answer to our Pabst Blue Ribbon trivia question, Heath. Let's watch this free first. A strong strike, and Dunford will take the point. What is your guess on who has the most indoor league championships?
Who has the most league indoor championships? I think it's one of my favorite players, Alan Morris.
And you are correct, Alan Morris with 4. Why did it have to be Alan Morris?
Why?
Because he just keeps showing up.
He keeps showing up.
Yours truly has 3, but I don't know if I'm ever going to catch Alan Morris.
Yeah, I don't think so. Who can catch Alan Morris?
Nobody.
Weight of his personality alone puts him far ahead of them.
Exactly. So here's Ben, a scrum in front of the goal, and Johnny Kenny picking up a point. Red not out of it yet by any means with 15 minutes. Down 13. Points come in bunches. This is where, a nice follow by Jake Martell really clears it out of there from the danger zone. That's Dunford picks it up and runs, but then stops, looks, and sends it into the rafters.
Rafters. First time in the rafters, I think, this game.
Yeah.
It's an acquired skill, not hitting the rafters.
Yeah, that's right. Right here, Matt Daly.
Although I think that low rafter thing actually helps the club because you can't just blaze away. You have to actually look at where you're hitting it.
Yep. It's not grip and rip in indoor, that's for sure.
No.
Unless you're Ross Dunford. Sends it into the corner. Ball ricochets dangerously, tough angles, but Derek Hayes collects it easily. That's Ben Bars, who is looking for points. Boy, the great hands of Stephen Cobb showing through. Grabs it right out of the air there. Now this is a live ball. Here comes Derek Hayes off the chest. Pushes and clears some space. Sends it over to John Kenny with a great hands. Collects it. Ross Dunford whacking away. Johnny Kenny dropping it at the top of the net.
Great steely fortitude from John Kenny. He was under a lot of pressure from Ross Dunford there. Still able to get 3 points.
Here's Dave Dodge now trying to get his point to that critical moment when you score and you get that one stop. Huge stop over there. We got some more injured people down on the field. Is that Ben Bars who's grabbing his leg? Dave Dodge collecting himself. Boy, this has been a battle for these men. What's going on? We got Ben getting up real slowly. I believe Ben Bars.
Yeah, I think that might have been just a collision there. It looks like Charlie horse action for Ben Bars. Him and Dodge were a bit tangled up there as they fell over. Could have been a hurl, could have been falling on a hurl awkwardly, falling on a helmet awkwardly, falling on a knee awkwardly, falling awkwardly.
Very awkwardly. Very awkward for everyone. Looks like Ben really woozy getting off the field. I really hope he's okay. They're going to need him to get back in there if they're going to have any kind of chance of coming back in this game. A nice puck out to Travis, who collects but then drops it. That's Ben Jake putting some pressure on. That's Derek Hayes off his line. Kicks the ball down to a wide open Paul Anderson, who's wrapped up by Logan, literally, and Logan collects. That's Paul Anderson looking for a goal, and he gets it.
Paul Anderson
great run.
No whistle there. Paul Anderson had played a man. Spillner's pleading his case. That's a no. What's a non-starter for Chris Lane?
Yeah, I'd say Spillner was playing on borrowed time there. He definitely started off with a heavy foul. There's nothing to complain about. Here comes Jake Martell, who scoops the ball up. A nice pass to Kenny. He's got some time. He's left Dunford in the dust, puts it down on the ground, and that's Cobb who's collecting it, sending it over to Dunford. Dunford looking for the line, sends the ball over to Derek Hayes. Derek Hayes decides to go to his hand, which is wise. He leaves Travis and passes it over to his opponent. That did not work the first time. Let's see if it works this time. Nope. Instead
paid the price for that.
Really got to stop passing to the blue guys.
It's again, like I said, it's a bold strategy. I don't know if the law numbers are going to help them in that particular sense.
Another puck out to a blue guy, but this time knocked down by Jobo. Gets a stick on it. But Travis, did he kick that off the ground and over the bar?
He did. I don't know if that's what he meant to do. He just meant to drive it forward. But either way, points are points. I think extending the lead here is gonna eventually seal the deal for blue.
That's right.
In fact, extending the lead will give you a victory every single time.
I guess those goals by Kenny put him a little closer. It's only a 10-point game, Heath. There's lots to play for here. Now we got everybody meeting in the middle here. Looks like last call on the sideline. Everybody rushing over there to the 13-meter. And instead, they're going to have a throw-in over to Daly. But instead, Ross Dunford with a nice flick and collection. Sends it to Dodgy, who does not chase it. Instead, we got Connor Jones wanting it, heading back. He's Derek calling for it. Instead, Connor looking forward. Oh, to Daly, who can't collect. Here we got a dangerous situation here, but no, John Kenny really forcing the issue. That's a great save by Derek Hayes, but as Pete Drury to follow up cannot get it, and the ball is cleared. That's Daly, who collects to his hand, looking for a streak, and Connor Jones pulls it out of the air. Oh, kind of a hard tackle. Instead, maybe advantage given. Connor with a
incredible save.
What a save by Cobb. Nothing you can say about that except great shot, great save. Ball into the corner now. Looks like Ross Dunford arriving. Now Connor arrives on the late bus, but instead the ball is going to be thrown in. Just being safer on the boards. There's nothing wrong with that. I see our famed former PR officer Craig Wagner coming by to say hi. No, he's sitting over there by the bench. Nice flick over to Connor, but he can't get up on it. Now he's just trying to stand up. Dairymaster and does, but a streaking Ross Dunford. Talk about dangerous.
Oh, an
It's
incredible
a great
save there
by Derek Hayes.
That was almost a certain goal.
Ball into the corner. John Kenny trying to put pressure on, but this time given too much time and angle. Ross Dunford with a goal. This is Daly. They're just not giving up, this red team. He's coming down. He's got a shot from the corner. It's blocked down. Dairymaster collects it. He's standing at the 13-meter line. He tries a hand pass. He does it, and that ball is collected by Dunford. Dunford scoping out, decides to lay off on his run. Instead, sends it towards the goal. Ball ricochets over to Schaefer. Schaefer being covered by Jones. Daly over by Schaefer again. Schaefer sends it over there by Drury. Instead, Hayes off the line, collects it and sends it ground hurl over to Johnny Kenny, who was knocked down. Dunford with a strong strike, but that ball is wide. It's ricocheted back into play. That's Daly looking for Connor Jones. He is open.
On the ground, son.
He could have ground hurled that and had a shot. Instead, he chose to
Weak
side, but he takes it.
Yeah, he kept the momentum going there. Should have hit it on the ground, but initially got it to the hand. Was able to bulge the twine there for 3.
Good focus to stay on his target. And Cobb sends it over to Gareth, who's working hard. That's Dave Dodge, where he's back in the game after being good and rested. Connor trying to stand him up. Derek Hayes with a really nice choice to come offline. Could Jobo save the day? He could be. He's the only guy red back there. Now we got Matt Daly, who's coming in to help. He does flick it away, and Jobo saves the day there. Great play over there. Now Connor Jones collects, looking down the field to a a heavily covered Paul Anderson. Anderson and Dairymaster really trying to decide who's going to come up with it first. A hand pass over to Cobb, who makes a sweet step, leaving him with plenty of time to send it to Dairymaster, who wants a point, and the man from Kilkenny gets his point, right?
Gets a point from cornerback, yep. It's a nice pass from Paul Anderson there.
Paul Kelly with that point. Ball in play. Daly looking to send it in the goal. What a precision shot.
Yeah,
gets his goal.
Call him as you like there, Matt Daly.
You know, he's slowly trying to pull his team back. It's only an 8-point game.
That's a free there.
Connor hurt.
Yep, David Dodge and Connor just got tangled up there. I think Dodge was trying to give it a little hip and shoulder, just bump him off the ball a bit, end up collecting his ankles. Can't do that.
Looks like Connor's really limping hard now. I hope he's all right. A great point by, was that Daly?
That was Matt Daly from free in.
And it is a 69-62 game as I see it. Quite a match.
Still very close match here. Just a couple of points in at 7, 6. No, 7. Sorry.
Cobb
Too early
ball
for math.
into Nappy, who collects it and sends it harmlessly into an easy play for Cobb. Cobb looking to puck it and hits the rafters.
It's the rafters.
Yep. Looks like Connor Jones limping pretty heavily over there by the bubbler. I don't know if he's coming back. Bubbler, for those of you watching in other parts of the country, is a water fountain. Nappy with a shoulder puts Dairymaster on the ground. And now, boy, wants to give him a
whistle
hug.
there. Played advantage, the referee.
Oh, nice little
that.
backhand pass right in front of this score booth. If we can replay it in slow-mo, we're going to want to see that because the ball followed.
Oh, a nice save by Cobb with the hands.
Boy.
Dr. Cobb with the hands of a surgeon. If you ever find himself on the operating table in front of Dr. Cobb, say, wait a minute, you're not that kind of doctor. But either way, that was really nice hands.
I've seen your hands, and I'm going to let you go for it.
I've seen you.
How hard is an appendectomy anyway? Well, here we go. with Nappy finds the open hand pass, and what a shot by Matt Daly. Drops into the back of the net, one-timer, and he's pulling his team ever closer.
4 points the difference here.
Oh, looks like we got a whistle. Timeout by Blue to slow the momentum.
Yep, those just trying to stop the bleeding there,
Yep.
but Red certainly surging, put Blue under a lot of pressure.
Those of you Hurling fans are wondering, what's this timeout stuff? Are the Americans trying to ruin our game? Indoor, a little more fast-paced, no stoppages, and we're on a running clock. So clubs implemented a one timeout per game rule. It seems to be more of a strategic than a rest call, but just trying to stop that hemorrhaging. Speaking of the operating table, Heath, just to carry that over. How'd you like that segue?
Yeah, that you executed that analogy with surgical precision.
Ah.
So yeah, no, Blue just fell off a bit, and at one point it was about 12 minutes to go. There was around 10 points in it. And hurling and especially indoor in this league, points can happen really quick. Goals can happen even quicker. If you fall off just a bit, you might see your lead, no matter how big it is, slip away from you. So Blue wisely calling a timeout just to get organized, just to get their heads back in the game. A couple of incredible saves by Cobb. He, just his incredible hands. Takes that risk with the hand that most goalies won't.
I know I won't.
Quick puck out there.
Quick puck out that's as if they drew up the play. That's Dodge who's going to send it back. A flick. Jobo with another save!
Big save!
Man of the match? Are we talking?
Too precise. He's the man's an athlete for crying out loud.
Those two saves are really the same as 2 goals. I give him credit for six points swing here. Dairymaster stood up by Jake. He's not going to let him pass. That's a great call. It should be steps.
It was two infractions by my estimation. He dropped his hurl again, and took a few too many steps.
Yep. Never quite understood the droppage unless you're a footballer looking to just kick it somewhere. Oh, Derek Hayes sends it in, and it could not be followed by Anderson. Instead, a great play by Cobb to stick with the ball. Pressured, but gets it off. Kelly running the ball 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Hand pass to a wide open Dodge. Why was the left so open? Great save by Bars, who flicks it over. Gareth on the ball. That's Derek Hayes, not going to let him go easily though. The ball is really fought for. Gareth falls back, and that's Derek Hayes clearing a path. Sees Nappy, a nice hand pass. Nappy can't collect it. That's Brady Terry trying to just contain him. Oh, what a pass to Daly. Can he finish it? What a shot! What a pass!
Finish it.
Red is on fire. They want to storm in back. Great pass. Matt Daly with his 5th goal of the half. That puck out is to Dodge, who wants to use his feet. Stood up by a big, tough Derek Hayes, but the man of rubber bounces off of him and sends it over for a point. Dave Dodge.
Derek Hayes just standing his ground there against the David Dodge charge, able to put him off balance just enough just to take 1 point.
The field trip of teenagers just came in behind us. Don't worry, the booth is safe. We are not under attack. That pass, it's a hand pass over to Derek Hayes, who's going to send it half the field down, but Dunford, who we have not heard from in a while. Great save by Ben Bars. Can it be followed by Gareth? No. Derek Hayes giving it his all and flicks it down to John Kenny. Stood up by the boards, now pushed up against the boards, still not hearing any foul. Instead, these two men are going at it. Russ Dunford pulls away from the wall, sends it 3/4 of the path, and he takes his 3/4 of the field and puts it over the bar for a point.
Yep, 3 points in it, about 3.5 minutes to go roughly here. Ben Barr's taking his time with the puck out. 3 points is only 1 strike.
3.5 minutes. Who's going to come away from this? Blue never challenged this late in the game, except perhaps maybe against Green. By this time, they were kind of pulling away against Gray. We'll see how they play in a close game with the minutes ticking away. Here comes Dunford flicking over the ball over to Martell, who has to follow the ball. Sends a hand pass over to Connor. He's back. Connor finding Ben Bars streaking, but having a tough time getting to it. There's Dodge and Bars. And that's Jake. Is that Jake Martell? Boy, lot of clamor over there by the boards, Heath.
Yeah, during that whole scenario there, Travis was left unmarked there. It could have ended poorly for Red.
Connor with a fadeaway pass to space, hoping Johnny can get after it. Johnny kind of rushing after it, but knows he can't get to it in time. Instead, just trying to pressure. That's Dairymaster looking for a point. Was he given a point?
No, it went wide.
Looks
like it went wide. Looks like it
still
might
a
have been off.
Point game. This now with 2.5 minutes.
It's calling the 65 on that. I believe it ricocheted off the stick. Oh no, there's a timeout called. Timeout called for Red.
Timeout. We're Red. We've got 3 minutes on our running clock. We've got 2.5 minutes on the scoreboard.
That's a 30-second discrepancy.
Boy, I tell you, our fans are so into it, though, they don't know. They'll start their game at late if they have to. So we've got plenty of action going on in this game, Heath. 3-point game. I'm going to add the score up, just make sure I got a similar score tally.
So again, I think we're in for an exciting 2.5 minutes here. Michael Statsfield with the players obviously play. Looks like a 65 set up. No, we're gonna do a puck out. It appears puck out Red. Ben Bars in goal, getting ready. Says here it comes, fellas. Through David Dodge finds Connor Jones. Connor Jones pushing against Dairymaster with a hand pass to Naparella. Naparella with a nice flick that almost goes in, but does go a little bit wide, and that might have been deflected by Dr. Cobb. Dairymaster, clumsily as always, gets it to Ross Dunford. The long strike that goes wide. Puck out to Derek Hayes. Derek Hayes looking. Short stick pass. Cut off by Dunford. The strike from the middle of the ground. Also wide. Same spot as last time.
All right, here we go. No points since that timeout, right?
No points at all.
All right. Still a 3-point game. 1 minute, 43 seconds left. A lot of time in indoor. Ball over to Connor Jones. It's really, we're looking for goals and he's got it.
Naparella, bouncing pass. Scores are level. Minute and a half to go. Derek Hayes taking his time with a strike. That's an over.
Point by Derek. That gives Red the lead.
I believe that's the first time Red has been in the lead this entire match with 1:20 to go.
All right, a ball flicked over to Travis. He can't collect it. We're down 1:15 seconds. That's Ben Bars aggressively coming off the goal. Sends it back over to Connor Jones, who's got a little bit of time. He looks, strikes, and he is blocked down by Brady. That ball has not been cleared away. There's still the danger zone here. Connor Jones trying to get rid of it. Nice little flick, but it goes into the rafters. This is trouble. 55 seconds. Get back, Red. Get back. Oh, it's a sideline cut. Saved by Ben. Oh, into the goal. They've got 50 seconds to make this happen.
Need a goal here, Red.
Ball
cut off.
Trickles over the sideline, but kicked down the sideline. Dave Dodge had it. Nobody's had it. An exhausted Red team is not covering, but there's Daly. We're giving it his all. He's resetting, just killing the time. You're going to have to foul him, as strange as that sounds. Ball over to Dunford, who's going to strike. Oh, puts it in the back of the net. This could be trouble for Red. They've got 23 seconds to make 5 points up. This is trouble. Ross Dunford really locking it down. Sends it harmlessly over to Ben. Or is it harmless? With a follow by Travis Schaefer. It's blocked back into Dave Dodge. There's 9 seconds left. I don't think there's enough time to finish this, but Red's not giving up. Dunford looking for the last shot of the game. Saved by Ben Bars. Followed it on his stomach. Derek Hayes knocks it down, but it's a 5-point game. Looks like we're going to have to rush and get those cameras off. So, Heath, why don't you give a little recap while I grab all the cameras?
All right. Great last couple of minutes as I predicted. Jeez, a little bit of technical difficulties here. Great last couple of minutes as I predicted. Both teams pretty much evenly matched. Little let off there with about 60-odd seconds to go. Letting Blue get another short surge of points. Final score, Blue 77, Red 72. Great effort by Dr. Stephen Cobb. John Kenny had a great game. Ross Dunford, brilliant as always. David Dodge able to create a lot of chaos there in the forward line, resulting in points. I thought also Ben Bears did a great job in goal. That like a second to last goal there, he actually made the initial save. The sliotar had a spin on it. Looks like it ricocheted off the corner post in. Very unlucky for the Red goalkeeper. That is, Heath Moore and Bill Jones signing off. We'll see you next week, I believe, in Michael Stats Field where the players play. Thanks for watching. Pabst Blue Ribbon is awesome.
I'm here with Dave Dodge, man of the match for Team Blue. David, how'd the game go for you?
It was a hard-fought match. Maroon played really well. Got to hand it to my defense. They did an amazing job back there, shutting down Nappy, Daly, and Johnny, etc. And I was wicked tired, so hats off to my team.
Well, you had a great game. All that's left now is head over to Club Tavern. What's for breakfast?
I think I'll go with that moose ball special.
Moose ball special. All right, back to you guys.